In a universe held together by plot twists, shouting, and an alarming disregard for aerospace safety, where power levels are as stable as a crypto market, and characters routinely return from the dead for round 2, comes an episode so bold, so baffling, so cosmically absurd, it threatens to unravel the very fabric of Dragon Ball as you know it. You've seen gods clash. You've seen universes erased. You've seen Goku try to parent, but nothing, and I mean nothing, can prepare you for the earth-shattering, franchise-bending revelation that awaits in Dragon Ball DAIMA Episode 10, where everything you thought you knew about this series, and maybe about yourself, is about to be thrown into a blender, set to puree, and poured over a bowl of existential crisis. This episode unveils a revelation so bizarre, so tonally dissonant, it makes Goku's parenting skills look competent by comparison. A revelation that dares to stare down decades of canon and whisper, "You thought you understood these characters? You poor naive fool." It begins subtly, a passing glance, a smirk, a quiet moment that slips under the radar like a whisper. But then it grows, it festers, until finally, the truth is revealed. Vegeta loves titties. Yep, that's right. The Prince of all Saiyans, destroyer of worlds, and grumpiest dad in anime canon is officially down bad for boobies. It's the kind of narrative turn that makes you question everything. Was Majin Vegeta just horny? Did he blow up that stadium because of cleavage-related rage? These are the questions now. Oh, and also, the villain has a penis for a head, the heroes lose yet another aircraft, and a sea monster straight out of Zelda tries to eat a child. If that doesn't hook you, I don't know what will. Episode 10, titled Ocean, manages to feel like both a celebration and a course correction, proof that the series can walk and chew lore at the same time. The episode opens by diving straight into a flashy slugfest between Majin Kuu and Tamagami number 1. Which sounds thrilling on paper, but lands somewhere between mildly intriguing and accidentally comedic. Coup, who was hyped up in episode 9 as Daima's potential big bad, ends up looking like a clown. Despite whipping out some inventive attacks, he spends most of the fight wide-eyed and outmatched, before piecing out in embarrassment. Daima clearly wants Coup to echo the unpredictable chaos of Fat Boo when he was introduced, but misses a critical detail. Boo was actually terrifyingly strong at the time. Coup, by contrast, looks like he'd lose a staring contest with Krillin. There's promise in his design and weirdness, but the menace has yet to show up to work. Episode 9 practically begged the audience to fear Coup, presenting him like a deranged cosmic wildcard. But Episode 10 makes him feel more like a misunderstood birthday party entertainer. He gets outclassed by Tamagami number 1, Coup pulls out tricks, but he's the only one surprised when they don't land. The guy walks into the fight looking like a threat and limps away looking like a joke. And while the Coup-Tamagami scuffle might be the flashiest set piece in the episode, the true backbone of Ocean is in its chaotic grab bag of side conflicts. Chief among them is Daima's most persistent adversary, aircraft failure. I swear to God, I have to bring up something to do with aircraft failure in every single fucking one of these videos I do. The Gendarmerie attack once again. Goku promptly murders them in cold blood with a smile on his face, but not before their plane has taken significant damage. And just when the team narrowly dodges an aerial disaster, a sea monster rises from the depths and attempts to finish what gravity started. Of course, it wouldn't be Daima at this point without a detour into the unnecessary obstacles. The series has built a pattern of inserting mini-boss encounters or environmental perils to pad time between Tamagami bouts. Sometimes these land, often they feel like creative wheel spinning. Thankfully, Ocean tries harder than usual to make its interstitial chaos visually rewarding. The aerial dogfight alone is a well-orchestrated ballet of explosions, spirals, and cocky grins. Goku continues to milk every ounce of cool factor from the power pole, and the sequence doesn't overstay its welcome. It's a reminder that even when Daima falters narratively, it's rarely dull to look at. The Majin-flavored kraken is a genuine delight, in a way. Its design looks like it wandered out of a Zelda boss chamber, like one of the earlier bosses that you'd take down by hitting it in the eye with a slingshot or something. I'm not a huge fan of giant monsters getting this kind of goofy, simple design, as they so often do in Dragon Ball. I think it makes them look less threatening, but Daima's superb art style with its shading and highlighting really helps out here. As a midpoint episode, Ocean isn't out to blow minds, but at least it refuses to waste time. The pacing is refreshingly tight. Daima squeezes a whole episode's worth of material into the open alone. And just when it feels like we're teetering towards filler, it sidesteps the trap. 10 episodes in, Daima is proving itself both smarter and more chaotic than anyone expected. It's already outpaced much of Dragon Ball's previous entries in lore per episode, and it's not done stretching. If this episode is any indication, Daima has figured out what kind of show it wants to be: slick, unpredictable, and only occasionally in need of a seatbelt. It's not perfect, but it is learning, and fast. And who knows? If we're lucky, one of these days, they'll make it through an episode without a plane crashing. But until then, I remain perched at the edge of my seat, clutching a power pole in one hand and a vomit bag in the other, ready for whatever deranged, lore-soaked fever dream Daima hurls at me next. But if there's one thing I've learned from this series, it's this: when the villain has a dick for a head and the planes keep falling from the sky, the only logical reaction is to keep watching.